Hey everybody, again, it's September 22nd, and this is my second vlog. I forgot to talk to you about my braille note. So I forgot to talk to you about that. So, the final conclusion on my braille note is that it is dead. Bye-bye braille note, love you, really love you, sorry I fried you, and you've worked really well for me since 2006. That is a long time to have something, be working in the world of, technology. I know that. So, then again, some people still have Braille lights and Braille and Speaks, which are like way older. So yeah, it is broken. He sent it to some tech guys in Minnesota, and they were good enough to they put the new battery in, but it still wasn't working, and then they did their own little tests and I guess found out that the motherboard had been fried, and so then it's basically dead. And I feel really, really, really bad about this, obviously. I mean, I wasn't thinking. I just reached down. I grabbed a cord. I thought it was my braille note charger. It probably was over close to the strip, and I just grabbed the cord and stuck it in. It didn't even stick in, really. It really, because that cord doesn't fit that thing. So it didn't even really stick. But I guess that it was enough to fry it. And people off the internet that I talked to say that the batteries that they had in them are very simple and get fried like really easily, and the whole thing gets fried really easily because it's not technology is better now, and with the batteries and stuff like that. So yeah. So I don't have a braille note anymore. My files, I only lost two. One was a journal from summer of 2007 through fall of 2008. And one was a file of stuff for when I was in the hospital and read my journal in the hospital. So it was all hospital stuff, which I wish I had kept. But I can pretty much remember those days, and especially my first hospitalization. I wish I had that journal. But I don't, so I won't worry about it. It's all in my head anyways, all those people and what happened and everything. But it's nice to look back. It's interesting to look back on your life. So anyways, I have a Braille Sense Plus. I got it so I could use an iPod to read Kindle books because I really wanted to try that. And it turned out, I don't know, I just didn't keep up with it. But I still have the iPod and the thing. So I have a Braille Sense Plus, so I can read and write Braille on something, but for some reason the on-off switch doesn't turn on, it turns off, and that's it. So I'm afraid I'm gonna do something to it by continuing to reset it to turn it on. But at least that is something that I have for now. The Apex Braille Note is the second Braille Note after the mpower that they created, and it has a battery that you can just take out and get a new one from Humanware or wherever. So I'm gonna try to get that, so we won't have that problem again with the mpower. Other than that, sorry, my leg is stuck. Ow. Ow. Hold on, folks. Technical difficulty. Ow. Sorry, I have to move my legs. So, yeah. I am trying to find a Braille note that will not cost $1 million, literally. These Braille displays cost thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. So I've been asking on blindness related lists for help with that, and I have somebody that has an Apex that works fine, and the battery's good, and yeah, and so he's asking about $300, I believe. But my mom is really good with finances, so I'm sure that she can negotiate. And he was very clear about, whatever you guys can afford is fine. And, would like to have it be like about the price of a laptop. But, So yeah, that's my story with the braillenote. It's dead. Bye-bye, braillenote. I love you. And, but in terms of losing files, I didn't lose that much stuff, considering, 12 years of having stuff. I mean, obviously I lost stuff from school related stuff, but it's not like I need that anymore. So yeah, I'm happy that I didn't lose more stuff. And like there was one journal that I knew was on there, and I knew I had a copy of it on the computer, and I found it. So, but always back stuff up. That's my lesson. If I write something on that other note taker, I'm gonna be either copying it in by hand if it's short, or backing it up or something. So yeah. So if anyone's had stories, I want to hear stories about. Oh, my leg feels better. Thank you. I want to hear stories about breaking stuff. I want to hear stories about breaking stuff when you didn't mean to, and like breaking really important stuff. Because I just feel so bad and so alone, even though I know I'm not. About the stuff that. Plugging it in by mistake. It was obviously a mistake. And my dad's like, you didn't use your head. No kidding. And he's like, you need to use your head around this equipment. And I know it's like thousands of dollars and you literally can't afford to make a mistake. But I still feel really bad. But at least I have this other note taker. I don't like it that much because of having to reset it. I think I'd use it more if I didn't have to reset it every time. And I'm kind of paranoid that like it's gonna break on me because I'm not turning it on properly. But yeah, if anyone has thoughts on that, like I've been trying to ask the simple question of does anyone with one of those think it's gonna detrimentally affect it? If what I'm doing, but they keep saying, like, I think you should get a grant to get another thing, get another note taker. It's like, well, I'm not going to school. I'm not going to work. Although if I ever do go to, like, volunteer work, I suppose I could do that. If I ever get to Massachusetts and become a peer specialist. That would be cool. So, yeah, other than that little tidbit, that's basically all that's been going on. So if anyone has any thoughts on the Braille Sense Plus, having to reset it, and when you turn it on, and if that's going to be like a bad thing, if I can successfully use it, and everything else like that. So yeah. All right, I will talk to you guys later. Bye bye.
Mozilla, my ribbon, web, stop,